for his questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. McLerran, first let me say that I'm not an advocate for the mine, but I wonder if you feel it's appropriate for career EPA staff to discuss implications of upcoming presidential elections and how it might affect their scientific work.
So I think we all receive training, and we're quite aware of what our obligations are with respect to not engaging in political conduct.
So you think it would not be appropriate?
I am not aware of the circumstance that you're talking about, and
okay,
would need to know more.
So are you aware whether or not EPA employees discuss the implication of the 2012 presidential election as it might have affected the work conducted on the Pebble mine by EPA?
I certainly can't recall that.
Okay. On screen is testimony from the committee's deposition of Phil North, which I thought you'd already be familiar with. It indicates that Mr. North contemplated the impacts of the 2012 presidential election with outside parties, including Jeff Parker, fellow EPA employee Palmer Huff. Mr. North and Mr. Huff are career employees, not political employees. Could there be any clear demonstration that the politics was a motivating factor regarding the Pebble mine for the career employees?
So I have not, I'm not aware of any of those communications, and I couldn't make any conclusions about that.
So you'd never seen this deposition before?
No, I have not.
But you're not willing to take another look at an investigation of what's been before you?
So
I mean, you're learning all kinds of new information today, you're telling me, and you say it's inappropriate. I think you're saying that. But when the chairman asks if you care to look into the issue any further, you just keep saying, no, it's not necessary. From the committee's investigation, it appears clearly that political factors beyond science and good public policy played a role in EPA's analysis of using a section of 404C action. And the question is, whether or not you consider it appropriate for EPA employees to consider political factors in preparing supposedly scientific documents.
So again, I'm not aware of any of those conversations, and I'd have to know more.
You've never seen any of the testimony from the depositions that involved Mr. North before?
No, I have not.
Yeah. I mean, I just think you would want to investigate it and look at the issues further. That when the chairman, suggests that, you say you know all you need to know, and yet we have statements that we brought here that you tend to agree with, are at least somewhat inappropriate, and maybe I'm just trying to insert too much common sense here.
So again, the Inspector General reviewed thousands of emails from EPA employees, found only one EPA employee potentially misused his position, and we followed up on that and done training to ensure that that never happens again. But I think we've investigated, the Inspector General has investigated, and that's appropriate.
Well, I would think I would think you would know that the OIG was not a comprehensive investigation. They reviewed emails from only 3 individuals. It was not a comprehensive review of all the documents, as I would think you would want, just to be a good manager of an agency which you say its mission is openness and transparency. And I just would think you would want to know more about this. But again, I might be trying to inject too much common sense in here, Mr. Chairman. My time's
Would the
up.
gentleman yield very
Right.
briefly?
Gentleman yields.
I also want to point out that Mr. Norris' personal emails that he used to conduct business all disappeared, which is suspicious to a lot of us. But thank you for your questions. And the gentleman from California, Mr. Takano, recognized for his questions.
Thank you.